You're listening to In the Studio with Fulani. All right, let's get into it. Oh, still learning. All right, let's get into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is about black men on social media talking about they hate black women. I was tuned into a black radio station on YouTube tonight, and these black men, they were doing a lot of gaslighting, a lot of lying, a lot of BS conversation talk between men. You know how you men out there do, y'all talk about women but this conversation was disturbing because I was listening to international men talk about black women. And the typical conversation was, oh, black women, they wear weaves, they get their nails done at some nail salons, and then they get their ass beat, shit like that. And I thought, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. You know what I mean? The point, my point, is you're speaking negatively in the universe about your procreator, the same woman that you lay down with, and you out here in this white dominated mass communication tool, and look how you talk about the woman that gave birth to you. That's what I think in my mind. That is what I think in my mind. Black women in America are not the problem. Black women around the world is not the problem. I read a story about Miss Burke, the founder of the Me Too movement. They're trying to vilify her from because of something a fan or an ad, someone that speaks highly of the movement seems to have gotten themselves into some personal issues that ain't got nothing to do, other than Me Too. Yes, women out here who abuse men and sexualize and do all kind of stuff to men. Yes, that is, but that has nothing to do with trying to, why are these social critics trying to vilify, this woman about someone's personal choice. It's like, it's a strange way of attacking a movement that encompasses every man and every woman, to be honest. There isn't a person on this planet that cannot speak to the same type of issues. Each person, you get 100 people together, at least 10 issues will come from 80% of those people's views and values and interests about, life and where they see themselves. It's gonna be a few who think this on the same level and want and see a different vision. But here, we're taught by Coelho, Don Miguel Ruiz, and the other yogis, that you must be impeccable with your word. The universe responds, and it responds quickly. Okay? And these men on this, and I spoke my piece. I spoke my piece. You can go on YouTube. I'm sure there's going to be some backlash to what I said, and there was some while I was typing, because I feel like black men should speak highly of black women. In spite of all the things that I go through with black men, One day I'll talk about it. But in spite of what I go through with black men, I don't seek their demise. I'm not out here trying to, bash black men and see them bad. And how can I? When I give birth to that, I'm a woman, I'm a black woman. My uterus brings forth male and female. I want to see black men strive. But what I see amongst the black male culture, black male American culture, is that, they have a lot of issues. They have a lot of psychological issues. And one of them is the things that they say out their mouth. And they get on social media and say these things. Brother, okay, if you want to clown black women for the years, hey, listen, I myself, I'm a victim, and I'm a prey of beast. I'm a prey of beast that has been sent to the black community to suck out all the economic value. First of all, when you think about a nail salon, you got to travel. Hey, listen, I could talk about nail salons all day long because I spent 20 years going to them. I could talk about how Asians treat Asian Americans in these nail salons, these immigrant Asian Americans come to America and treat us African Americans in our community because that's the only thing. They set up shop in our communities, but they don't live in our communities. They don't buy in our communities because guess what? There's nothing to buy in our communities because black folks don't build. So hey, I could talk about black folks all day long. I could talk about the negatives and the byproducts of racism and all this stuff. I could go all day long. I've done it. There you go. But one thing that my platform and one thing that I have realized is that if you want change, you have to speak on change. So, brother, if you want to talk about the black woman getting beat in the nail salon, why don't you black men out there collectively come together and start a nail salon fund for black women and build nail salons for black women in the communities? If you build, you want us to sit in your pews in the black church and donate to you black men pastors and pay your lifestyle and pay your salary and pay your pension fund. Why can't you build a nail salon building fund out of your church and say, I got a $5,000 grant funding for black women who want, 5 black women, $5,000, who, put out an RFP and say, we got $5,000 for black women who want to do their nails. We trying to ramp up the black community with the things that we value and need. We giving money to these people and this is how they treat us. But, mind you, black folks, black men are talking about on social media, talking about, oh, we got beat up. The black women got beat up. But they don't talk about the fact that those black women that those immigrant Asian Americans beat down had paid and was trying to get a service corrected. You don't have to pay your money for bad service. Especially when the moment they know that it's bad service, they know they're giving you bad service psychologically if you think about it. That's why I don't go get my eyebrows done at nail salons no more. I don't do nail salons, period, anymore. 2018, I stopped. Well, actually, to be quite honest, 2015 I stopped when I had brain surgery. That's when I really stopped because I couldn't have my fake nails and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then at the time when I was getting ready to get that done, I had just had my eyebrows done, and the damn Asian lady, she thinned out my eyebrows, and I told her stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? But she do what she want to do. They do what they want to do, taking your money. So now in 2018, I'm doing a full stop on nail salons and all of that, and I can go buy the kit and do it myself. I did it. I tested, I did it myself. So all you brothers out there, y'all want to clown black women these days? See, you putting that devil juice in your mouth. That's why you getting beaten, shot down, and stuff. But you won't talk about that. You get mad at black folks, black women start talking about y'all. So, I just feel like socially, black men should always speak positive of black women. I don't care what platform they on, because we are the progenitors of their life. And if they don't like something, change it. Many of you black men haven't changed nothing. You still trying to figure out what happened to the absentee father syndrome during the 80s, 90s, a bit of the 70s, and so on and so forth. Come on. We need to stop this, playing these psychological games and terrorizing black women with these terrorizing words. You know what I'm saying? We need to be more positive with each other, um, from a gender perspective. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, you are listening to In the Studio with Fulani Yara. I am your host, Fulani Yara, and this is my radio segment. I'm rolling it out. Yes, I am. Peace.